Hi, thanks for coming into the bathroom today. This is a show that it's called
Lowest Low,
where we talk about the lowest point in somebody's life. We're going to talk to Molly Osberg. She fixes people's mistakes in the writing and stuff. I don't really know exactly what her title is. Molly, what do you think your lowest low was in your life?
Lowest low, okay. I guess there's probably one when I was like 22 and I was working at a coffee shop and I needed some extra cash. So this guy that was like overheard me talking to my coworkers about how my hours had been cut and I needed more money, and he came up to me and he was like, "Hey dude, like come and be my artist assistant, like just help me out, I'll give you like $12 an hour or something," which was like infinitely more than I was making at the time, my regular gig. And that I could come in and like work whatever hours I wanted, like maybe like 3 days a week or something. Made himself sound super legit. He had a studio right across the way. So I spent like maybe 2-3 months working for this guy who was like almost translucently pale and only dressed in black, and sold massive amounts of drugs out of his studio, and every single week went to get LASIK, I think it was, and removed all of the hair on his body, and was like the weirdest dude I have ever met in my life. And it became like immediately apparent that he was actually only hiring me to sit and like do drugs with him so that he felt like he was more of an artist. Like he didn't make anything, he would just like get really high and like show me his like old videos from 4 years ago, and that like the money that he had was like money that he was throwing at me so that he could tell people that he was an artist and that he was like had an artist assistant or whatever. And it was like it took me like 3 months to decide the money just like wasn't worth it. It was an incredibly depressing dude.
So you would sit with him, do drugs, and talk about his old art.
And talk about his like old, super bad, like semi like memoir style glitchy videos that he had made 4 years ago when he was in film school. He had just one giant sectional couch that I helped him haul up to his studio, and I'm sitting there and he's like queuing up his like newest old thing that he's like too stoned to remember that he showed me like last week or whatever. And I'm sitting there thinking about the money that I'm making doing that and like how much I need that, and also at the same time about how I am like going to be bullshitting with bullshit people for the rest of my life. And then I kind of like wistfully like look out at like the view of which is actually like the Newtown Creek or whatever, and just like have some really deep thoughts about that, I'm sure. I think I lied. I think I told him that I'd like gotten another like side gig and then I was just like too busy to do it anymore. It was really awkward though because he kept like coming to me for lattes for like 2 years after that because his studio was still there.
All right, guys, back to music.